Hi everyone! Today is part 2 of the Hallyu Crazy series. If you missed part 1, you can find the link to it in the description below. So, part 2. The first question that I answered in part 1 about why do I like this stuff is quickly followed by the second question, but it's not in English. And that assessment is 100% correct, of course. At least most of the time. Some artists and groups incorporate English into their songs, and some are definitely better than others, of course. But it's not different than listening to anything else. As Dragon says in Shake the World on his Coup d'etat album at the 2-minute mark, music is just music. And that's exactly it. Who cares if the lyrics are in English or not? Music is all about the feeling that it gives you, and if you like the music enough, you'll take the time to learn it in its native language. And probably look up the translation so you actually know what you're saying. So it's not any different than liking any other genre of music or anything else for that matter, actually. If you like the feeling, then the language doesn't matter at all. And I listen to pretty much anything. Language is not exclusive to me, so I'm just as likely to pick something in English as I am in Korean, Gaelic, Spanish, insert any other language here. If it's good music, I'll listen to it. If you want to get really psychological about it, though, it's ultimately because I'm called what's considered a third culture kid, and yes, that is a real thing. According to sociologist David Pollock, he's an author of the book on the subject, actually, a third culture kid is defined as a person who spent a significant part of his or her developmental years outside of the parent culture. They frequently build relationships to all cultures while not fully having ownership in any. Although elements from each culture may be assimilated into their life experience, the sense of belonging in any relationship to others of similar background. So what does that mean? Basically, I'm American, but because I spent so much of my childhood surrounded by different cultures, I don't really identify with any culture in particular. The US is my passport country, of course, but I don't always necessarily feel like I'm from the United States. I have a love-hate relationship about it, actually. One of my favorite parts about being a third culture kid, albeit difficult, is that I confuse everybody, including myself, actually. My accent changes depending on who I'm talking to, and it's not exclusive to any part of the country I'm in. During high school, when I lived in England, I had a conversation with 3 of my friends, one from California, one from England, and one from Texas. And in mid-conversation, the friend from California stops me and goes, "Do you realize that even in a group of people, your accent changes depending on who you're speaking to?" So I thought about it for a second, and even in that group of people, all of whom sounded different, it kind of did, actually. And it happens every single day of my life, and I don't even know what I truly sound like anymore. Foreign slang is in my speech all of the time, which seems really odd to people who haven't been around me and haven't had the chance to travel and experience all of that for themselves. But the cool part is that it makes me diverse, and it makes my friends diverse, and that, of course, overflows into everything I watch and listen to as well. I'm kind of like the fun bag of candy on Halloween, except in a non-creepy way. Yay! So you can join me for part 3 of the Hallyu Crazy series once I post it, which should be soon. I'm actually currently writing it. If you have any questions you want me to answer, or any comments, leave them down below. I appreciate your thoughts. See you guys later. Bye!